Hello everyone. Today is Tuesday, April 26, 2022 at 12:13 p.m. Excuse me. So, I woke up to an emotional stab to my heart. And so it's like please don't take it that I'm being considered as quote unquote full of drama or starting any drama or spreading any drama because, you know, I'm speaking out against abuse that's happened to me. So I guess you kind of saw at the deep beginning of this video that I look kind of frowny, like a frown, like I wasn't, like, I'm not happy. So, um, stop saying that somebody is full of drama when you're always going through something with these, as a target. If you're always going through something with these narcissistic perps, with these gang stalkers. So, um, yesterday they had a fake TI perp trying to tell me on Twitter that I should ignore, the gang stalkers and try to say, oh, if you fight back with them, then they win. So, but then you acknowledge that, oh, this program is genocide. Well, I don't know why the fake TI perps are going around making it like as if they're advising everybody to ignore, you know, if the gang stalkers are out here to murder us, they're out here to kill us. Why are you advising us to ignore it? And then they want to try to make like, oh, it's just perception management. So, I feel like and it's like you're a fake TI perp agent going around telling everybody to ignore their personal experiences. And then when you're caught off guard and locked up in the middle, excuse me, see, they're trying to cause me hiccups on purpose to stop me from talking. Um, Locked up, if we end up in jail or locked up in a mental institution, and if we're caught off guard, I mean, we have to make ourselves hyper vigilant. We have to. And then this past week of me suffering sleep deprivation, certain gang stalking tactics, it's like it wouldn't register in my head until later on and not snap right away. So, um, so it's like I have a lot to say, so it might even take me longer than a half hour to talk. And this might split into two different videos. But I'm getting my story out and I'm getting the truth out. So, they have so much persecution, abuse, and harassment going on YouTube that it makes me almost want to leave YouTube. And I stay away from people. I don't even much watch that many target. I don't watch that many other people's I mean, because there's really not many TI videos to watch left because most channels are gone. And then the ones that you see around, they have me blocked or I have them blocked, and they're fake TI perps or the popular fakes. So, I mean, I said this makes me pretty much almost want to leave YouTube. Excuse me. So this morning, I woke up to, and this is like the third time I remember being harassed by somebody with a username real targeted individual that bullies and discredits other real TIs. So this is about the third time. And so this person named real targeted individual, you got a channel started up March 3rd or somewhere around there, or March 23rd or one of those days. Excuse me. And so then hold on. So I wake up to comments of you saying, well, you don't seem to be missing too many meals, to say the least. That sounds exactly like what a narcissistic abuser would say. You don't seem to be missing too many meals, to say the least. And then on another channel, on another video, you come and say, well, stop begging, you fake TI. In another video, he comes and says, he came and said, well, he said, how are you both obese and homeless? So I look on his, I look on his YouTube profile, and he acts like as if he's exposing other fake TIs. But he needs to expose himself as a narcissistic abuser and a fake TI perp. He acts like as if he speaks against narcissists and speaking against fake targets. But he's discrediting real targets as fake and also exposing fake TIs also. And then it seems like after he said the abusive things that he said about me, it seems like as if his subscriber count is growing. And he just got that channel. He already getting more likes and comments than I do. And he's fake. And then he has what looks like a TikTok video posted on YouTube of him having like a beard and mustache or whatever that looked just like Hitler. And he's obviously younger than me. So I got frustrated, and I did a blog post about him and others who do the same thing. Because it's like he's the white male version of Q the Realm. And he probably steals other people's gang stalking videos and make it his own. And I saw him doing a video talking about, oh yeah, I'm not Nostradamus or anything, but I predicted over a month in advance about how some fake targets would talk about their genitals being vibrated or something like that, he said. So I said on Twitter, I said that if one more narcissistic fake TI perp or regular perp were to try to call me greedy again, I said, well, I'm gonna just freaking starve myself until I drop dead. If this is what y'all want. So I've been eating less meals to appease y'all fucking asses, and it's still not enough. Y'all want me to eat fucking nothing Is it greedy for me to just breathe fucking air? You a perp and an agent anytime you want to call me greedy or talk about stop begging. You a perp. Because the real targeted individual will understand the struggle and our sabotage. The real ones who's greedy are the ones who's fucking sold out. So I'm supposed to just not even breathe any fucking air? Forget eating one kernel of corn. You want, I mean, just breathing air and existing is too damn greedy, too much food? They have other homeless people who are obese also. You know, and then when you, it's like, so I mean, it's like, how are you acting like you're exposing Satanism or exposing satanic people, and then you narcissistically brag about how you predict the future of quote unquote fake targets when you're fake? And then somebody asked him, well, why do you keep trying to discredit, why do you keep making videos trying to discredit TIs? And then somebody tried to say, ha ha ha, this must be Alice Dark's burner account. So, and so, it's like Brandon Q is another one. How are you gonna say that? How are you gonna bully targeted individuals and then say that they're fake TIs and paid agents and shills and stuff? And pretty much, other targeted individuals, whether real or fake, they may have a couple of them, but they don't have videos. They may have a couple of my supporters. They don't comment a whole lot, but they say that they're targeted individual. But they don't have videos on their channel. But thank you for supporting and believing me. If they know the struggle, and they'll tell me whatever their personal experience, but they may not have videos. And if you choose to not do videos and you're a real target, then that's understandable. But I feel like to each one's own. If you want to continue to expose your gang stalking, then that's fine. But if you want to stay silent, that's also fine. But stop. Some people should stop going. Well, whoever's doing it should stop going around trying to make me stop doing videos. Because I did a blog. I was blogging all afternoon and all evening yesterday. And I went and I went and took a Epsom salt bath. I didn't have the powder clay, but this bump is still in my ear, and it still feels funny. My mouth still feels funny to talk. But I took the clay internally and brushed my teeth with it again and flossed again yesterday. And so yeah, I've been eating less meals a day, and y'all still want to talk about me eating too much or being too greedy or whatever. And that's just narcissistic. I even said also on Twitter, it's narcissistic to try to dictate what a grown woman should eat. So if you haven't donated anything, and I never came to you and asked, you're being a busybody in other men's matters, in other people's matters. If you want to say, you know, trying to bully me and try to say stop begging. Well, I'm not begging you, so you butt out and mind your business. so I mean, I try to stay away from the so-called, you know, so-called TI community on YouTube and on Twitter. It's like I'm talking to a brick wall, but I don't even go out of my way I no longer much go out of my way to start a conversation, you know, even on Twitter with people. I just retweet what I like, and I post what's on my mind. Or I share my blog posts, or I share sometimes some of my YouTube videos, but not all of them. But and it's like the it's like people who are not following me on Twitter, they retweet my tweets more than the fake followers. But yesterday I caught on Twitter that I hearted and retweeted, you know, quite a few tweets, and then I don't know if it was a perp that hacked into my Twitter that undid all the likes, and I had to go back and redo them, and then they undid the likes all over again. And then people think I'm a sick weirdo stalker that I screenshot everything. I screenshot so much that the button on my phone has come out, and I'm trying to use tape to hold the button, and the tape had been the tape. I need to replace it with some new tape, because I can't afford to lose this button, because the screenshot is part of the on and off button, or you know, to get access to my phone and stuff. And so this will be the longest in my personal life history that I've ever had a cell phone. That and plus this is the most expensive cell phone that I've ever had, you know. And I'm not talking about those fake singular wireless contracted phones from years ago. I'm so glad those days are over, that you don't have to have contracts anymore with something like phones. So this is month to month, this phone. But May 3rd, I think coming this May 3rd, will be a year since I had this phone. And this phone has been having cracks in it. I had it for like under 2 months. And I was at the fake dirty YMCA, and I was getting my stuff out of the locker, or maybe putting some stuff in the locker, and this phone fell on the floor and it cracked. And I had been dealing with this cracked phone screen for a long time, and they said that it would cost as much as another phone to get the screen replaced. So it's difficult for me to try to write with so many cracks in the screen of this phone. And I need, like, I just have to live without a laptop, but I hope I can at least extract the important information from my laptop. And so if I weren't mobbed off the job and sabotaged with employment, then I wouldn't have to beg. Or if y'all would allow me to make money and profit off of my writings and ebooks and stuff, and stop trying to sabotage them, then I wouldn't have to resort to being forced to beg against my will. But if you're a real targeted individual, stop bullying other TIs, trying to discredit them. Stop trying to discredit them. If you're a real target, stop acting like as if you're jealous of other targets. Trying to make like as if they eat a $5 meal, you get bent out of shape and jealous. Like as if even professed targets act like they don't want me to eat. I don't overeat and eat like a pig. Not like I used to when I was on those psych meds years ago. So, for some reason this morning, last night they vibrated me. And also yesterday, the vibrating when I was trying to work on my blogging and writing, I didn't get around to write a short story like I wanted to. But I was vibrating. I mean, they were vibrating me. It was almost unbearable. Almost to the point where I couldn't write, but I was able to write. And I didn't get around to writing a short story, but I took a Epsom salt bath, and then I went to bed, and I was hoping that I can get rid of this bump in my ear. I'm gonna try today to put some coconut oil on it, and see if that will help. And so but I guess this didn't take me as long as I thought it would, but it's like I'm basically asking for help to stay off the streets and stay in a motel room. So how are you going to say stop begging? What, you want me to be on the streets and harassed and captured and taken, which make it easier for them to set me up and capture me and take me to the mental hospital or jail, or if they have more of a justification and more of a fake justification and excuse to take, and it's like the fake TI perps who are how the hell you getting paid to torture, harass, and abuse people and discredit people, but then you want to talk about stop begging to survive? But yet you're a narcissistic gang stalker who's paid to torture, and then you call everybody else a narcissist. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. And if you say you love the Lord and you say you're a Christian, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. Or you calling other people a Satanist, you ought to be ashamed of yourself while you're doing this. So yeah, I have to ask for help. Ask for help to for $365. Hopefully, if multiple people can pitch in and help, I'm crying out and screaming out for help to stay off the streets, since these agencies won't help me with permanent housing. So, I don't want to start a different topic, but I'm gonna just go for now. I'm gonna come back on later on. But before I go though, guess what? I woke up. I didn't get to fall asleep until after daylight, after 6 o'clock or 6:30, and then woke up at about, and then my sleep was spotty. And then I finally, I think I woke up way before 10:30. But I guess I woke up at 10:30. It's now 12:38. I didn't eat anything yet. But you want me to starve and eat nothing? Or do I have to ask your permission to eat breakfast?